Hello, this is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan, Google Podcasts, Spotify, even if you're listening on Spreaker or iHeartRadio. Hello to you. Today will be another relatively short one, but we do have March Madness starting. So far, right now I am as I speak, I am 1-3 in the bracket, and I'm not doing very well. But it's also my first year even trying it, so first year is always a disaster for me, and then I do extremely well next year. So far I'm doing pretty bad. I said Virginia Tech would win, which they didn't. I said Colgate would upset Arkansas, not even close. And I said Utah State would beat Texas Tech. So the only one I got right so far is Illinois beating Drexel, which everyone probably got right. If you didn't, you were just believing in the underdog story. So I'll update you, because I don't know how long this podcast is going to be. I think it's going to be short, but I'll update you if anything changes on this bracket. So we got March Madness starting today. We got some questions, but I don't know if this is going to be a long podcast. So I can't wait for March Madness. I should have known not to pick Tennessee over Oregon State. I mean, right now it's 18-9. I don't know when this is going to be posted, but right now it's 18-9 as I watch it. A 12 always beats a 5. It just happens too often. But the great thing about this is everyone's bracket. By the way, I'm not playing for anything. I'm just making a bracket to see how good I am at it. But everyone's bracket could be busted by Monday. And I can't wait to see all the complaining. It's always hilarious. Alright. So, Watson got his third lawsuit. Now, can the Texans trade him not knowing what will happen? Like, what if he gets suspended or goes on the exempt list? I mean, Texans and teams that are in the Watson sweepstakes are in a limbo right now. They really are. So it's like the Broncos, 49ers, even the Jets, any team in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes are in a limbo right now. Because do you even want to trade for a guy like this right now? And do the Texans want a guy like this on their team? It's so tough. Alright, so yesterday, Wentz officially went to the Colts, and he had this to say about his time in Philly.
It wasn't fun. It's not fun when, things were going so well for years and, all those things. And obviously the Super Bowl and all those things that happened, and not being out there on the field, having injuries. A lot of things that just don't know why things happened or why they went the way they did. And, as a man, you have to look yourself in the mirror and learn from it.
And then he had this to say about how he feels in the Indianapolis system.
Working with Frank first and foremost, and what he's been able to do here, and what has the culture that had already been established here over the years, gets me excited. Obviously, the O-line, the skill players, all of that, what they were able to do last year, and be right on the verge of something special. How close they came to come in and try and be a part of that. Okay.
All right, so it's more of a comfort zone for Carson. I've heard they didn't let Philly reporters go in, so they're trying to stay away from Philly in this press conference here. But it's more of a comfort zone for Wentz, apparently. And it is. I mean, it's a good system, good coach, good team, good O-line, great defense, great running back in Jonathan Taylor. I think getting out of Philadelphia, he gets a fresh start, and he'll return to a similar form that he was in 2017. Not the exact form, but similar. And, last year he played poorly, but he had a very poor O-line. But I'm not going to make excuses for Wentz. You know, Philadelphia and Indianapolis are a lot different, though. You know, I've heard. You know, if Indianapolis is nice about football, they're nasty about basketball. Like they're like the fans are like they attack you when you play basketball. Like Indiana, Archie Miller was a good fit there, but he got attacked. You know. But Philly is gonna root hard against Wentz. Philly fans are not gonna let Wentz get off easy with this at all. It's gonna be a rude awakening for him. So I saw this question. I was watching the Dan Patrick Show today again. Do you think you're gonna come closer to first in the March Madness bracket or last? Again, I'm not in any poll or anything, but I think if I were, I'm going to be positive and say first. I feel like, because again, I haven't made a standard prediction, but like I haven't made a full bracket before. This is the first year I'm doing it. But, even when I didn't, like, my predictions have been a little off. So, you know, I got Michigan going far. I like Michigan. For some reason. I know they have some injuries on there, but I like them. I don't know if they win it, but I like where they are right now. I can see Ohio State going in the Final Four, but not Iowa. I think Iowa's great, but I like Ohio State more. And Ohio State's playing right now. Holy crap, they're headed to overtime. Alright. They better win this. Because I was thinking about picking Oral Roberts, you know, I was really thinking about it. And I wound up picking Ohio State because I felt a little crazy. Oh, God, I'm going to be annoyed if they win this. But right now, at half, Loyola is winning, which I had. But Loyola is a very good team, actually. I can see them going far, making a pretty good run. But it's always a fun time. It's always crazy. You can't expect to have a perfect bracket. It's impossible to have a perfect bracket for this. That's insane if you do it. I think, what are they doing? I think they're doing the Midwest and the South region today, right? Let's see. Yeah, the East isn't playing until tomorrow. And the West isn't playing until... Okay, so East and West is tomorrow. Right now, it is the South and the Midwest. Alright. So, any matchup set up right now? Alright, Arkansas and Texas Tech are playing. Officially. That's a pretty good game, actually. You know, Texas Tech is doing pretty well, but I think Arkansas is going to win that. But, you know, I don't know. I thought this was going to be a great game, Arkansas and Colgate. You know, they've been on fire. You know, Colgate, a 13-game winning streak. They were 14-1. Although they weren't in a very tough region. So I guess I should have picked Arkansas, but I have them against Texas Tech definitely. But I swear to God, if Oral Roberts wins, I'm gonna be so mad. I cannot drop to 1-4. All right. So I saw this. I saw this question posted. Would you rather play well in college and win, or play in the NBA well and not win? You know. Now a lot of players bust. I think a good example is Kyle Korver. He's had a productive... he's a great three-point shooter. He's had a productive NBA career, not a very productive. No, he had a productive college year too, so he's kind of like both. He has a fun both parties there. Played well in college, and he played well in the NBA, but he didn't win. And before that, Creighton retired his jersey. That counts for something. Like, you kind of have to, like, substitute people in here. You know, like, Christian Laettner and Robert Horry. Robert Horry was not a very, impactful player, but he won 7 rings. Christian Laettner, one of the best college players ever. Didn't really fare out very well in the NBA. It's a tough question. I think a good one that I saw on the Dan Patrick Show again. I'm going to give credit there. Can't take stuff. Tyler Hansbrough or Kyle Korver. Good questions. I mean, there's a lot of good questions here, God, this podcast is... This might be my shortest one yet. It really might. I know yesterday I had like a 19-minute one. Hold on. What's my shortest podcast ever? Let me see this. Oh, yesterday was 28 minutes. 28, 33, 41, 18, 13. Oh, because some of these are part 1 and 2. All right. 19. That was a part 2. That was a part 2. Yeah. 22. Okay. Yeah, see, like... I had a 17-minute one once. No, I didn't. That was a 2-parter. Two-parter. 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 I think this is my shortest podcast yet. I really think it is. Yeah, this is really tough. I'm just doing this to stall time, by the way, in case you were wondering what I'm doing here. Yeah, this might be my shortest podcast. Yeah, it is by far. This is definitely it. This is the shortest podcast I've had. Oh, actually. So far the shortest podcast I've had is the 19-minute one I had yesterday. That was the shortest podcast I've ever recorded. Alright, but a lot of good questions about, that's a good question, like Corey or Laettner or Korver, like which career would you want to choose? I don't know. Yesterday I took another thing from Dan Patrick. Gonzaga, Baylor, or the field. I picked the field. Crap. Oral Roberts is running away with it. I swear, I'm so mad right now. If Oral Roberts wins this, I'm going to be so mad. Crap, there's 2 minutes left. That was an upset I was going to pick. I can't believe I didn't pick it. This is so annoying. I picked the field because the overall 1 seed hasn't won it. They're not typically winning it, and I think someone's going to get Baylor eventually. Like in Illinois, someone. Alright, so yesterday, UCLA and Michigan State, there was kind of a moment before halftime where they got into a fight. What the coach has to understand is you're on camera. Wait until the locker room, I think. That's what I think. It's not a good look. He can mean well, but it's a new era, and as great as Bob Knight was, he had